Lizard drama, Jamaican style. First written December 29, 2007. Disclaimer. No lizards were actually harmed in the creation and production of this lizard story. This was all my fair talking. So with that said, I'll have you know, I come from a long line of lizard conquerors. My mother before me, well, let's just stop at my mother. She is the queen. That woman's bed slipper and hand should connect with every last bottom coming home from too much party last night. Same bed slipper going after every last croaking lizard that drags its body across our home front line. Aristoteles presignus, the Jamaican croaking lizard, which often finds its way into Jamaican households, much to the dismay of many Jamaican humans. Many Jamaicans fear this gecko because of its speed and ability to stick to walls, but especially because of the croaking sound it makes while they're trying to sleep. Tourists don't seem to mind the lizards and are often fascinated by their nightly journeys on the walls. Want to bring a Jamaican to their knees? Just mention the word croaking lizard. The lizard, which of the gecko family is one of the most feared things in Jamaican households and clears a room quicker than a 3-alarm fire. This lizard makes the most annoying sound at night, and that has scared the bedevil out of Jamaicans and have created more myths that you can count with fingers and toes. Shining a light won't scare them because they're bold as a bad dog. The croaking lizard has broken up more marriages than any mistress can. You see, any good Jamaican woman will refuse to sleep in a house with a croaking lizard in it. Jamaican women feel it's a husband's duty to kill the lizard. Not only beat the daylight out of the lizard, but he must also show it to her as proof that it is dead, and that he has an undying love for her. Well, 2007, this is my Jamaican woman's tale. 2007. I still have one active fear that rears its ugly head every time I go back home to Jamaica. See, nasty, fat, heavy-looking lizards that make a chirping, croaking sound, hence the name. Everything reasonable, rational, and spiritual goes out the window when I see one. Raw, crazy emotions rise up and take over. Disregard for life except mine dominates. I don't care about anything except that lizard's death. I guess it would be okay if he was outside in a tree, but my preference would be extinction. I am not going to sugarcoat the stark reality. I don't have a happy handle on this sucker yet. I told my old school friend Carolyn that the main reason I wouldn't move back to Jamaica is croaking lizards. Stupid but true. So, last night, I'm happily vacationing with my family in Jamaica. We picked a beautiful home right on the water with an awesome view. More importantly, it had screens on the windows to keep out the lizards. Naturally, we arrive, and some of the screens have tears. Some are not securely fastened anymore and have gaps that something can crawl through. I become hyper-vigilant. In my children's room at bedtime, I notice, who else would? A croaking lizard inside right near the window. I freak and tell my husband I'm going to spray the lizard with Bob if he doesn't kill him. Total disregard now for the environment. Use that stink, odious, long-fingered bug spray Bob. One spray and the best, the deathly fumes seem to lodge in your lungs, even with the citronella added. Back to the lizard story. My husband, Marshall, same one just did a nice Lana Del Rey twirl around up here with me, proceeds to try and catch this creature with his hand. Immediately, I can sense my mistake in putting him on the job. He has no fear of the lizard. He's not 100% invested in the killing. If the lizard drops, which he eventually does, I don't have the sense that my spouse is going to do whatever it takes to put that body in a coffin. He starts spraying mop. My son, Mikel, boy sitting beside him, dancing excitedly on the floor. He, I'm sure, is dying to catch the lizard and keep him for a pet. I leave the room, heatedly predicting that Marshall's going to lose the croaker, and he does. No surprise. Unfolds exactly the way I feared. There really is no one to blame, but I do, for a while. Silently cursing my husband's inept lizard hunting skills. Mad at his failure as my croaker savior. Mad at myself for abdicating responsibility and not doing the job personally. And my mother would be so disappointed. Mad that the 6-inch or so lizard is at large in my precious children's room and that I am now refusing to lay down in there and put anyone to sleep. Ever. I continue to sit unmoving in the living room, staring at nothing. Sort of sad and disappointed, serious. I know that I've been emotional, irrational, and illogical, behaving contrary to everything I believe. I realize that I'm now creating a nightmare in my head with thinking and immersing myself in it. Yes, my doing. The small lizard is somewhere in a room. My children who are unafraid are probably asleep. And I, 5 feet 3 inches, is making things worse in my head. All of a sudden, I'm very conscious that I'm not living in the now. Chuck. Time to switch gears and take on a new perspective. I am safe. I am unharmed. There is a small creature in the house, probably waiting for a quiet moment when it can safely come out and grab a moth. There is no vindictive, sadistic, murdering, plotting lizard waiting for the right moment to drop on me and scare me to death. You know what? There's humor in this messed up deal. I am beginning to get the taste of it, finally.